So welcome back to the Discovery series and today 5 of part 2. Now a big part of learning meditation is recognizing how to be a little less judgmental or critical of yourself, of the thoughts that you experience, and the way in which you deal with both thoughts and feelings. And that means not identifying quite so strongly with the feeling. So again, not thinking of it in terms of my feeling or I feel like this, but instead just seeing the feeling for what it is and just lightly noting that, just labeling it without getting too involved in it. So when we say pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, we're not even talking about something being good or bad. It's quite difficult to come up with the right words so that there's no sort of judgment at all. Even pleasant and unpleasant sounds a little as though we're making some kind of judgment, but it's very loose and we're not attaching ourselves to one idea or the other. Instead, we're just gently noting the nature of the experience in that moment without any commentary at all, and then letting go of it and bringing the attention back again to the rise and the fall of the breath in the body. So just something to bear in mind as you begin your meditation today. So as you set yourself up now, just getting comfortable in the chair. Remember, eyes open. Nice soft gaze. And then taking a few big deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And with the next out breath, just gently closing the eyes as you just feel the weight of the body pressing against the chair beneath you. As you feel the soles of the feet making contact with the floor. And the hands and the arms just resting on the legs. Noticing any sounds. And then just bringing the attention back to the body. Noticing how the body feels right now. And then in your own time, starting at the top of the head, just gently scanning down, and just building up a clearer picture of how the different parts of the body feel today. And at the same time, as you become more aware of the physical sensations, just starting to notice the emotional quality of the mind right now as well. And without any kind of judgment or commentary, just noticing how you feel right now. Pausing just to ask yourself why you're doing what you're doing, being clear about your motivation. Just bringing to mind the faces of the people you care about, the people in your life who you know are affected by the way that you are as a person, and just recognizing that the exercise is just as much about them as it is about you. And as always, just remembering that there's nothing to do, nothing to create, nothing to achieve here. Remember the idea of the blue sky? It's more a question of just sitting back and allowing the body and the mind to unwind. So with that in mind, just bringing your attention now to the breath and that sensation, that physical sensation of the breath rising and falling in the body. Noticing where in the body you feel that movement and the rhythm of that movement. And before you begin to count the breaths, just remembering that today, in that moment you realize you've been distracted, so just gently note, without any commentary, simply pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, before then coming back to the breath. So just continue in that way now. And now just letting go of any focus. Just letting the mind do whatever it wants to do. And then bringing the attention back to the body. Back to those sensations of physical contact, the weight of the body pressing against a chair, the feet on the floor, and the hands on the legs. Bringing the mind back into the physical senses, starting to notice any sounds. And in your own time, when you're ready, you can just gently open the eyes. Just taking a moment just to refocus the eyes. As you maintain that position, as you just make that intention to carry that awareness with you throughout the day today. But for now, you can sit back and have a stretch when you're ready. And it's really important to remember this idea of integration. It's making this intention at the end of each day, at the end of each exercise, really sets you up for the day. It's about, of course, seeing how far you can get after your meditation to still be present and in the moment, but then coming back to it throughout the day and finding different ways of remembering to be present. Lots of different ways. Whether it's leaving something somewhere, putting a little post-it note to remind you, you don't have to even write anything on it. Simply seeing something there that's going to jog the memory. That if you are caught up in thought, that at that moment you realize that you're caught up in thought and you're able to just acknowledge it, to note it, and then to gently bring the attention back to whatever you're doing. Something really, really valuable in being able to do that throughout the day. And again, if you think of these as mini moments of mindfulness, the more moments there are throughout the day, the greater your stability of awareness and the greater your emotional stability is likely to be as well. And that normally makes for a much more comfortable life, way of living. So I'll see you back